What's going on, everyone? Welcome to another very exciting episode right here on the MIgardener channel. I am super excited to talk about microgreens today. A lot of you want to learn how to do microgreens at home. They're probably one of the simplest and quickest ways to grow food at home. And guess what? You really don't even need that much light. These lights here are going to be super overkill. They're going to work fine, but you don't need them to grow microgreens. All you need is a basic window with some average light. If you don't even have that, you could grow them in a closet with a little shop light. They just need a tiny little bit of light if you really want to get a true microgreen. If you want to grow sprouts, you don't even need that. But in today's episode, I'm going to show you everything you need to do to have a very basic microgreen setup that's only going to cost you a couple bucks. So the first thing you're going to need are some microgreen seeds. Now there are a ton of seeds that can be grown into microgreens. What is a microgreen? So microgreens are just a tiny version of their adult self. It could be something like this broccoli here, which you're not going to harvest a full broccoli head. You're going to be harvesting these teeny tiny little itty bitty broccoli sprouts. And what's really nice about that is it allows you to grow a ton of food in a small space. In this little 10 by 20 area, we're going to be growing roughly a couple thousand of these broccoli plants in this area. That's a ton of food being grown in a small space. And because they're immature and they're very tiny, that means they're nutrient dense. You're going to find that microgreens are going to have roughly 10 times the amount of nutrients as their adult counterpart, because all of the nutrients required for growth are locked inside these seeds. And once they sprout, you're basically going to be taking advantage of all of those nutrients before the plant actually uses it to get growing. So when it comes to microgreens, you don't have to stick to just broccoli. The world is your oyster when it comes to options. You can stick to really safe things like this broccoli here. That's what I like to start with because it's just so dummy proof, and it grows quickly, matures pretty quickly, and you can harvest it within about 4 to 7 days, I'd say. So it's pretty fast turnaround time. But if you want to adventure out, there's so many other options out there. There's options like sunflower sprouts. You wouldn't ever expect to eat a sunflower, but when they're immature and young like that, they're wonderful. They add a great nutty flavor to salads, but they're also a little crisp and crunchy because they have so much water in them. So it adds a wonderful texture to things like salads. But also, you wouldn't probably expect pea shoots. Pea shoots is another unique one that is very delicious, very easy to grow, but you can actually grow those as microgreens as well. There's so many other microgreens that we don't have time to get into, but you can check them out. Just do a quick Google search about which plants can be grown for microgreens. And like I said, we're going to be growing with just this broccoli here today, and this 1 ounce pack would do about a full 10 by 20 tray of microgreens. So you're going to need about 1 ounce of seed. I know you're probably thinking, wow, that seems like a lot of seed. But when you're growing microgreens, density is the key. Because when you grow them up, they're going to be growing up and you're basically going to be harvesting them. And the more you can harvest in a given space means the more food you're going to be growing. And they're not going to be all toppy and floppy and falling over on each other. All right, so you're going to need just a couple things. First thing you're going to need is what we call a flood tray. Now this flood tray is basically going to hold water, and as the name implies, we're going to flood it. Then we're also going to need what's called a rooting tray. Now a rooting tray or a sprouting tray is going to be the tray on top. That basically acts as an insert. It has holes in it because those holes allow water from the flood tray to come up and wick up through your tray, your sprouting tray. And so these two will fit seamlessly just like that. It also really helps to keep excess water out of the root zone so you don't have things like mold and mildew being grown. Next thing you're going to need are just some paper towel. Now paper towel acts as a wonderful sprouting medium. You can also grow with things like coconut husk fiber. You can use potting soil, but you don't have to. I find because they're barely growing, you don't even really need any soil because again, all the nutrients are locked up inside this seed right here. You don't even need any soil. You don't need a medium because the roots are just going to get trapped inside this this fabric here of the paper towel, and it's really cheap. I mean, this is super cheap to do this, and like I said, because this is a fast turnaround crop, we can go with paper towel. If it was something that required more grow time, you may want to go with something like a coconut husk fiber. But as far as I'm concerned, this works really well. So next, all we're going to do is we're going to take our water here, and we're gonna dampen, we're gonna pre-moisten our paper towel. And this is going to allow the seeds to actually stick. You see, if we took seeds and we just put them on dry, they'd roll all around. And every contour of this tray would gather seed. And you'd have pockets of a lot of seed and pockets where there wasn't as much seed. By pre-moistening, it's going to allow our seed to sit evenly as possible in our sprouting tray. All we're gonna do now is, now that we have our material pre-moistened, we're gonna take our seed and we're simply gonna sprinkle it over the surface. And you'll notice it's very dense. And this really intimidates a lot of people and they wanna go light. I'll tell you, if you want good quality microgreens, you have to go dense. Density is key. Put that on a t-shirt. Density is super important because it allows the microgreens, when they start to sprout, it allows them to support each other and stand up. Because a microgreen is gonna get very long, as we'll talk about. It's gonna get very tall. And when it gets tall and it doesn't have something to support against, these are kind of like, they're helping each other to be support. One on its own will be very floppy, but 2, 3, 4 of them all packed closely together helps them to stand upright and really gives you a good quality microgreen. All right, so the next thing you have to do is you need to have some type of blackout dome. Now, blackout dome, what it's going to do is it's going to cause the plants to stretch. Now, normally when you're starting seeds, you don't want your seedlings to get leggy, but in our case, that's going to give us more yield. And so we actually do want them to get a little bit leggy. So what I've simply done is I've taken another holeless tray and I'm going to put it on top. And what that's going to do is as those seedlings sprout, what it's going to do is it's going to force them to grow up looking for light. And after probably 4 or 5 days, when we pull it off, this is going to be a dense mat of growth that then we can let the sunlight come and they can actually start to photosynthesize and get their color. They'll look very pale, they'll look very, kind of sickly and weak, but that's because they're not having any access to sunlight. They will look very off, right? But once they get access to even a little bit of light, they're gonna start to turn color. They're gonna start to get some maybe reds or greens on their leaves. And that's gonna give you what is known as a microgreen. Before that phase, they're basically a sprout. But once they get that sunlight or that grow light or whatever you're using to get them to color up, they're gonna do just fine. And microgreens are so simple. This entire setup right here, like I said, this entire setup should not cost you more than a couple bucks. These trays here, we just save our own from the greenhouse. So these trays were recycled, they were free. But if you had to go buy them, you're talking maybe about $1 per tray. So $3 in trays, because you have the bottom flood tray, you have the insert or the rooting tray, and then you have the blackout dome on top. Now also, you don't even need the blackout dome. You could just take a piece of cardboard and cover it. You could take a blanket and cover it over top as long as it's not draping in. Anything to block the light, really. So you don't necessarily even need this blackout dome, but it just so happens to work the best for us. So we're gonna use that. But it is very, very, very simple to make microgreens. The seeds maybe cost you like about $1 or $2. And this many microgreens, if you were to have this tray, would cost you roughly about $20 to $30. Now I know a lot of you are saying, wow, that's very expensive. That seems like kind of like a rich person thing to be doing, is making your own microgreens. The reality is that microgreens, because they're so nutrient dense and they're so flavorful, they're used very sparingly. And so a tray like this, you could eat a whole salad of microgreens if you wanted, but usually they act as a garnish to salads, or they're thrown on sandwiches for a really good flavorful crunch and a lot of good flavor. So that is what microgreens are for. They are very expensive when they're purchased, but you can do it for pennies on the dollar. So I'd encourage you guys to go check out MIgardener.com, where we have 1 ounce packets of microgreen seed. It's definitely the easiest way to go. Just all pre-measured for a tray like this, and very simple. Now I will say, final thing I'll say, you don't have to have a tray like this to do microgreens either. I know that this is obviously the setup we're going with, but you can literally use a butter container and grow a little tiny butter container full of microgreens as well. Anything you've got to hold water, hold some paper towel, put some seeds inside, it's gonna grow fine. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, share this video with someone you think would enjoy it. And as always, this is Luke from the MIgardener channel, reminding you to grow bigger. Take care, bye.